Okay, right now we're going to look at piece number 9 with our reading. This is a wonderful piece. We're going to get very active in the right hand now. We're going to be playing a left hand bass clef, which is you're going to have to read, okay? Once you play it, though, and figure it out, it stays down for 2 whole bars here, and for the first 2 lines, and then it goes to 1 bar apiece for each note. Then you're going to follow your a combination of 3-note clusters, 3-note grouping of notes, followed by 2 to 1 1. So you're getting some single notes mixed with double and triple in here. Let's get right to it. It's a beautiful sounding piece. This is going to really help your reading of our single note melodies and our and tunes, and I think you'll find that right away. If you want to get your own tunes of choice, pick up the books. The first thing you want to do when reading a piece of music on your own, figure out what the key signature is. You look off to the left side near the G clef, and you'll see a sharp up there. That would mean all the F's in the piece will be sharp. Or you might see 1 flat, which would mean all the B flats will be flat in the piece. That's going to tell you, and it's kind of like a road map. So that's the first thing you want to look at. Then you can read through and watch just how easy reading will become for you now as a result of working on these pages. And this is something, it's a very musical presentation too. These things sound great. I mean, they're really very pretty pieces. And that was my first thing, that my most important element that I wanted to make when I developed these pages, is to make them fun and pretty, make them really sound very advanced. And that's what they do. Okay, here we go. Let's try it. Starting off here, A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you want to do is be looking ahead and what notes at range are coming up, because you'll find that your hand position will adjust accordingly. Like here, I know I'm going. This is the 4th bar. I'm going to the E flat, so I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of going here and then jump up, I might do it here and then be closer with the pinky. But I think you'll be fine here. Okay, just try to move them to as comfortable as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. The F up here, and then to the low G. Isn't that nice? Very pretty tune. A lot going on within the notes that I've chosen to write in this piece. Okay, let's do it again. We'll do it a little faster. And nice. Offering so much music and on this one little page. Now, be looking ahead. The big important part here is going to be getting the metronome involved. 1, 2, read, 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 read. So it's forcing you to read those notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, read, 2, 3. Get ready. Next 1, 2, 3, 4. Be looking ahead. What's coming up? If you're having trouble with the metronome, okay, you can't put it together with a metronome, then count it out loud. Then what you can do is, if you're really having trouble with the metronome, just do the right hand by itself. You might even want to leave out certain parts of the bar. I mean, on this piece here, another way you can kind of break this down a little bit is, if you're having trouble putting it together, you might want to just play you might want to play it all the way through, just doing 1, 2, the 3-note grouping. The first one and the first bar, and then leaving the second bar blank, so you have time to look at the next one coming up. You can kind of take notes out and then put them back in when you feel like you can get there, but try to keep the time moving along. I mean, that's one option, but there are several ways that you can take this page and cut it down even more. But I think ultimately you want to push yourself to get to the point where you can read these 3-note groupings, followed by 2, and I mean, this is very cool stuff. I mean, this is great. And you're going to see, you want to relate everything to the middle C. As the bass clef note gets lower, away from middle C, work everything away from middle C. And also, when you're reading a 3-note grouping, make sure you have the right note on the top and the right note on the bottom. I mean, I see time and time again where I have students all the time. For example, I see that take the first measure of the third line. You play 1, 2, and you see B, E, G sharp, and they might play this with the B and the B's in there, but no, it's the B's down low, E, G sharp. You know what I'm saying? So they might process the notes in their head, but you want to always be viewing these from bottom to top or top to bottom. See, when I read these notes, I read G, C, E flat, so I'm kind of building as I'm viewing. You want to be looking at the thumb up or pinky down or the top note down, and that will kind of keep them applied in order. A lot of times a double note were the ones that people will twist around. They see, oh, I see like in the fourth bar of this piece, I see G, E flat. They play the E flat down low and the G up high instead of having the E flat in the top. Little things like that are going to come up. Just be aware of, okay? Enjoy this piece. It will dramatically improve your overall reading, and again, I encourage you to try this reading of melodies in your own pieces of choice, okay? I think you'll really enjoy what's going to come back at you, okay? This is a nice sounding piece. Enjoy it.